How's it going, Kian?
Tired.
Little tired. He's feeling the drugs from the nap.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys decided to end the session right outside of the
General
store. Yeah.
And weren't we heading to Mad Mary's to actually
we
speak
were
with her?
we were gonna get some information about her before we just go straight to her. We don't know anything about
Okay.
her.
Okay. Give me a second. Forgot to open this up real quick. You're standing outside of Bildrath's Mercantile. A sparse light from the building spills out from behind a drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the doors creaking on its hinges reads Bildrath Mercantile. As you guys go right in.
No,
Sure.
Who's walking in first? Should I say
Gruff.
Gruff? Walk out.
I'll go.
What was that, Rena?
I said I'll go after Gruff.
Okay.
So I can kind of hide behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get a marching order so when we set off traps, we know who gets hit. In the general store.
Hey, you guys walk in. Which happens to be just.
Michelle, I'll be
1 second.
for it. I'm helping out.
So you guys walk in to the place, and the door kind of creaks on its hinges. There's no actual bells or anything like that, and like you see, kind of an older man, sitting in the back, looks up, is like, oh, welcome to Bildrath Mercantile. You're new here, I assume. Look with a grin on his face.
Most of us are, yes.
Well, welcome. I assume you're looking for wares and stuff like that? I have.
Indeed.
But I have a variety of stuff.
Rena kind of Sorry. Ireena kind of whispers behind Gruff, "We need rations." Then no, I'm not stepping out.
Reach into my pouch and I pull out a ring worth about 25 gold. I set it upon the counter and I say, how many rations would this be worth?
He looks at it closely. Give me a second. I gotta look up the prices. Because I know exactly how much it's gonna cost otherwise. See here. It's only gonna get you 5 rations for that.
Rations are that expensive?
Keys?
Well, we're a struggling town.
I can appreciate a struggling town, but 5 rations for a piece of gold. A healthy piece of gold at that. In form of jewelry. You'd think
What does
you could
anyone
do
want
better.
jewelry here for? So if you want the rations or not, it's up to you.
We want the rations, but I'm looking for a better deal if I can help it.
Well,
You wouldn't happen to have any greenery for sale, would you?
greenery? Nah, this is just a general store. See a rant. Well, when you look around, and this is slightly meta, you look around and you can just see just what you would find in the adventure gear in the store. So you look around and see stuff in the store.
Yeah, I was looking for any kind of things I could use for spell components. Anything nature related.
That is not my forte, my friend.
Since the ring is not of need here, perhaps a spear.
A
Solid spear might.
spear. Well, I sadly don't have weapons here. You'll have to go somewhere else to find them.
Not find them. He uses barter for rations.
I'm not a fighter. Why would I need one? What's
For
this?
things that go bump in the night, you would have protection in your own store or home.
Well, as long as we don't really aggravate Strahd, I think we're fairly generally safe. Since the
Then
last predicament.
I'll go to my last possible trade, and that would be a hammer.
A hammer? Let's see what the price of that. Is that a hammer?
Pull out a smithy's hammer.
You might be able. Well, I don't need a hammer, but you might be able to get 2 rations out of that for me. That's it.
Okay. Ireena's going to step out from behind Gruff. Does he react?
It's just like. It's like. What are you doing here? Are you trying to judge when I try to sell stuff from here? And besides, I thought you were long ago gone.
Well, apparently I have a ton. And I think rations are a little bit hot.
Well, how else are we supposed to bring money into this place if I don't really upcharge all the newcomers? And if they want it, they can. They're gonna have to pay.
But they're
kind of like
normally
sloughs to
around
the side
5
and looking
silver.
somewhere else.
In other words, little lady, he doesn't
Yeah.
want our business. He doesn't. He wants
Well, if you
us to
need
go
it bad
elsewhere.
enough, you could totally buy it from me.
Well, obviously, we don't need it that badly.
Fine. It's fair enough.
She's crossing her arms and she is getting very curt looking at Gruff. And she looks back at him and she says, they're normally around 5 silver for a ration, and you're charging 5 gold. I can understand having to make a little bit of gold, but that seems quite a bit of an upcharge for that. You do want customers to come back.
Well, if the person lived in the village, yeah. But you guys don't live. Well, at least they don't live in the village anymore, anyways. They don't live in the village. They're coming here for whatever reasons they are. He's not of Barovia.
No trouble.
Anyone else in the room?
No, he's not.
I assume I'm looking at some of the
But
shelves.
he is with me.
Sort
And
of
I'm
around
listening.
pretty
and say-
sure that one and it points to the other two are not of Barovia as well.
No trouble. I think we'll go tell
No, they're
Strahd
not.
himself.
But she looks at Gruff again with a very curt look. And she says, "They are all with me."
And are you going to pay that 5 gold?
5 gold per ration or 5 silver per ration, and we get 25 gold's worth.
I'm going to say 5 gold per ration because newcomers here are not necessarily welcomed, and I don't necessarily want.
I'm good.
I'm going
Um,
to. I don't.
Maverick.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Maverick will kind of like walk up and he's like, instead of the gold, perhaps there is some task we can complete for you that may be a little too dangerous for you and your folk, so that we can be fed for fair prices.
Mm. Sad. Well, to say I have my dear Periwimple that actually does my tasks for me. I'm not in a really a dire situation to get things done. Though be nice to see if we can get a couple of the houses empty to see what else is in there. Because we've had to board up some houses due to Strahd's games. Because there's probably plenty of like resellable stuff in those houses.
In other words, he wishes to build for those that have had bad run-ins. For himself.
Are you saying this out loud, or are you saying this to your?
I'm saying it out loud.
There are houses that are, you would say, abandoned or filled with the dead. That don't need these items anymore. But Ismark told us not to open these houses.
And if we were to clear these houses out for you, what will happen to these prices?
I would, if I happen to, well, depending on whatever you bring back, I'll do a basically in exchange for whatever else you need. But having the houses open would probably have some materials in them, though we are a poor and destitute village. I don't think there will be much in them. But my curiosity is piqued about those. But it is according to Ismark that we should not open those up.
I have a question.
Yes,
said-
tall man.
There are dead in the houses? Your city has a cemetery. Why did you board the houses up instead of taking them to the cemetery?
These don't like graves, these dead.
Oh, great. More of those creatures, is it?
Have you experienced the walking dead?
Well, we stopped by a house on the way, to the village. And,
What?
that
The,
was unpleasant enough.
the Durst House? That horrid place that we would like to call the Death House? That place is... I'm surprised
From what I
you
understand, yes,
survived
it was the Durst's house.
That place, I'm surprised you lot survived it if you guys visited that house.
What exactly is the cause of this being of unlife? What is it a disease or magic?
That is beyond my knowledge. I just know that Strahd decided to give us a whole bunch of restless dead in houses, and so we've kind of had to seclude them into some of the houses.
The lord of this land plagued your town with undead.
Oh, he's done a lot more than just that.
I mean, forgive me, we are new here.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind elaborating.
Give me a second. I want to make sure I have all of my facts straight. There's a spot that I need.
No, take your time. Not in a hurry.
He's got to get his story together properly.
Let's see here. Is it? Here we go. This is what I want.
Ireena, I'm expecting that elbow in my side at any time.
All right. Now, what was the exact question? Because I had to pull up the information.
I was curious what he's telling us about Strahd, like, beyond plaguing the town with undead, like... I know so far that he's a vampire, but in character... I've learned, like, 3 things about him. So if this guy's willing to volunteer more information...
Oh, yeah. Well, the Devil's Strahd lives in the castle up on the hill that looms over us. And we refer him as the Devil's Strahd. We do not like him at all. And he's the one that controls the weather. And he has spies everywhere. So he'll easily find out. Hell, he'll be so excited, I roll, that you're back in town, Ireena. He's gonna love finding you.
It sounds like he's a spy himself, willing to narc on anyone.
I usually just sit in this this building. I don't really do much. I have really nothing else to go for. If I go out of my means, I'm just doomed to fit. Anyway, we're all stuck in Barovia. I'm surprised you've made it out with the luck of that one night that Strahd was killed for a moment. And then the mist clears. We actually saw sun for a day. That was a strange sight. It was a wonderful moment. And then the next day, the mist returned. And then terror even fell even more amongst our town. We've lost more people than I can count. It was a very stormy months after that. Surprised people survived some of the starvation of like that we had to deal with in this town.
Hmm. So you wouldn't describe him as a just sort of man, then?
Probably just doing whatever he frickin' feels like. He plays his games, and we just have to be pawns on the field. But I will just sit here and try to make the best of my life since I am stuck here. Whether it's gouging newcomers that have unfortunately fallen into Barovia, I will. Newcomers usually have a lot more coin on them. Apparently, you guys are scrounging for.
After the Vistani took all of our stuff.
Oh, you fell to them? It's usually the case. It's the reason why people get fallen into this town is because the Vistani brings them in there.
They do it often?
Not all Vistanis, but most of Vistanis, or whatever group of Vistanis, tend to bring in victims for Strahd. I know the frickin' I know the ladies at the end, they tend to keep to themselves, but they are of Vistani, but they're not. I do not think they're in cahoots with Strahd. At least I don't. Well, anyway, I don't trust them anyway. But the Vistani, generally, I don't trust any Vistani. But then again, I don't think you would trust me, but I don't trust you. So, there's a mutual thing. Do you want any of my wares, or shall we call this agreement to a close for now?
I think maybe we should have another word with Ismark.
Are you gonna tell me, saying that I'm overcharging you?
No. I was just curious if maybe there was a chance for gainful employment in the town. Perhaps we could earn some coin. The legitimate way. We all have skills. Sure we could work out something.
And then till we meet again.
One more thing. What's the story of Mad Mary?
Mad Mary. I do not fully understand. She has been crying, sobbing about her daughter has been missing and saying that the Strahd has taken her or something like that. But Gertruda was definitely a rebellious one. And Mad Mary was more definitely overbearing to her, but she Mad Mary did care for Gertruda, but you could see the disdain that Gertruda had for constantly being watched by Mad Mary. And no, if Strahd has actually taken her, what are we to do about it? Absolutely nothing.
How long ago was she taken?
Maybe a week or so.
Coincidence? That's around the time what's his name died. No. Probably it's just coincidence.
I don't know. I hear it way too often. And it's so close. It's
That was
It's
sort of out of
brutal.
character just because
yeah, okay.
there's two events in town have now happened like a week ago. It just would be suspicious under normal circumstances. um Well, fair enough, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, I thought maybe there was an illness or something treatable,
Well,
but unless her daughter returns, it sounds like misery is just what she's in for.
you guys head out now?
I mean, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm in the courtyard, just stomping around, getting the anger out of me.
All right. You guys are outside. Where do you want to go? Ireena, if you're talking, you're muted.
Nope, I wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
I think if we're looking for any kind of work in town, Ismark would probably know. As the burgomaster, I suspect he would know the town the best. And who needs help and where to find them.
All right. You guys head back to.
I mean, I was saying that to them. Like, I don't know if nobody's
Is there
responding to
force-
me.
Right. What about the houses of the undead that live there? Should we not clear it out?
It sounds like Ismark didn't want them opened. I'd be curious to at least hear his reasoning before we go opening any doors.
And I would
suppose that is
around.
fair.
Are there any forests nearby where I can get some components for spells?
Anything particularly you're looking for?
Mistletoe?
There was. I will say there was probably some mistletoe in the general store.
In the general store, okay. Have we left yet? Because I still want to buy some mistletoe.
He's gonna say it's for 10 gold for a sprig of mistletoe.
Do we have 10 gold?
Well, like that ring that Gruff was offering, that was worth 25 gold.
So
Not
here's
for
the
this
deal,
guy.
guys. If we can get our hands on mistletoe, then I can keep us fed for quite a while.
It would be nice to not worry about food.
I can.
I do have a couple of spare rations that I found along the way. Um, if anyone would like these rations, I will present forth the rations that I have not eaten at all.
I have no rations.
Yeah, we're all out.
Yeah, everyone's out, and you guys been fed for the day.
Yeah,
So
I still have the rations that I hid away though.
yeah, yeah.
The I don't know, like the 2 rations or whatever.
yeah, it was
Yep.
two
It was
rations. It was
two,
two
yeah.
rations.
Well, thanks, Maverick. I think we're good for today, but
Just in case anyone gets peckish, perhaps we can share it amongst each other.
it's good to know we're not out.
Thank you, Maverick.
Well, if we're making a deal with the guy at the general store, I suggest we do that.
Try that again now that I'm off mute. Moonbeam, you needed that 10 gold?
I need a sprig of mistletoe, yes.
I hand you the ring.
Alright, well, before I go do something stupid, are we going to take his offer and just barter with him?
I'm not going to talk to that man again. Because if I do, he'll become part of the wall.
Because the plan is to do a quick barter with him. Then I'm not gonna buy it, but we're gonna tell him to take his offer and shove it. I'll go and buy the mistletoe.
I mean, if you think it'll help.
I have a spell called Goodberry, and that will definitely keep us fed.
Well, I hand you the ring.
So what's the plan? Do we barter with this shopkeeper, or do we just buy what we need and get out?
Sorry, what's your other option?
If we barter with this innkeeper, he's basically steal from the dead,
Oh,
or do we just buy what we need and
I
get
mean,
that out?
so some argument there was that I wanted to talk to Eastmark before I wanted to start opening up houses, because apparently Eastmark doesn't want them opened.
Okay, so
And as
I'll
he seems
hold.
to be the lawful figure in town, I'd at least want to hear his part of the story before opening any buildings.
All right, so I'll hand the ring back and then we'll do that.
All right.
Okay.
Off to Ismark. You guys knock on the door. You wait there for like a good moment or so. And then you're just like, yeah, all right. Yes. What do you guys want? Come in, come in. You guys enter. Sit down again in the same familiar space. What is
Well,
it?
It has come to my attention that as we entered this realm, we were robbed by Vistani, and I find myself without any money to spend on food or supplies. I thought, as all of us here have certain sets of skills. Perhaps there was some way we could assist the town in exchange for some sort of monetary compensation.
Well,
I did mention I was a doctor. Is there any way that could be useful?
not At the current moment, I would think. Unless you can cure the undead, which I really doubt.
I certainly haven't tried.
The only cure that I'm aware of is actually killing them. But these ones are pain. They like to fall apart and still attack.
What does that even mean?
Their limbs get dismembered and they keep fighting as separate pieces.
Exactly.
And if they scratch someone or take them out, do they spread the plague?
If they die, yes. They have to die by the wound, but usually some general treatment on the wound and make sure it's cleaned properly. As long as they don't die from the wound, they will be fine. As far as I know. I haven't seen anyone recently died that has been infected but yet died several years later and then come up as a zombie. I have not noticed that, at least.
When did the problem start?
Shortly after Ireena left. Because Strahd was very angry at us.
And why didn't you leave?
Because of all the other people that were here. I couldn't leave
Well, why
them.
didn't they leave? You had a chance to leave, so why didn't you?
Getting people out at like that moment's notice was not the easiest task. Let alone there are people here that don't even act normally either. They don't have, what would say, a sense of drive. As some would say, they have no soul.
Then why worry about them staying?
It's really hard to tell sometimes if the person has a soul or not off the top of your head. When you're in the mass of things and some people are afraid and some people are not wanting to go when they see a whole bunch of people that are not going. So it is hard to encourage the people to. And I, the burgomaster, am trying to take care of this town as best as I can. The people without a soul, as one would say, still do things to help the town. Though they don't really have any jovial life to themselves, they still help and do things around the town.
How strange. Still curious about these infections. How did it spread to so many houses? I assumed after the first case you would have closed it down.
But the thing is, there was lots, and not just one. He brought a lot in. It wasn't just a case. It was a lot of them.
I wouldn't mind if we could... I don't know how you kill something that keeps fighting after it falls to pieces.
You destroy it. Once it's destroyed, it stops fighting.
You mean like with fire?
Well, that was one of the options, but they still, even after a certain point of, one would say, damage it takes, it falls apart and still moves, and then once it's taken enough damage, it stops moving. But you have to, like, destroy it enough. It can't be like, you slice off an arm, well, that arm's gonna keep going.
I would be curious then. Potentially dissect one of them.
Ugh. That doesn't sound...
If we
You
could
are...
find the source of the problem, maybe we could try to prevent it from happening again.
Well, I have an answer for that. You know what the source of the problem is? It's the Devil Strahd. Get rid of him, I can guarantee this won't happen again.
Doesn't really sound like that's on the table, though, does it?
Well, not really. No, I don't think this town is capable of dealing with Strahd in any sort of manner, except for kind of like sheltering back and being his plaything, whatever he decides to do. Though, I do not suggest you guys staying here for long. Strahd will find out that Ireena is in town.
And where are we supposed to go? Apparently we're trapped here. We have no money. Our food is limited. I tried offering ways to help and said you don't even need a doctor. I don't know what to do.
Well, there is a consecrated church in Krez, I think, or what's the other town called? Oh, there's a place called the Abbey. I think that might be a place that be able to keep Ireena safe from Strahd. There's also Valakai, has, let's see here, is it Valakai or is it, I gotta double check it. No, it's not that one. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Double checking my map just to get my towns right. Krez, Malachi, Barovia. Okay, yeah. There's a place in Krez called that has a person called an abbot. And at the Abbey, I think that's a safe place for Ireena to be, so she can actually not worry about Strahd coming after her. But that is like on the other side of Barovia. But I do not know where else to suggest a safe space for her, because I know here is not a safe place, because previously Ireena has been visited several times by Strahd. Matter of fact, if I recall correctly, she's been bitten 3 times already by Strahd.
Look at Irene.
What?
You've long since recovered. Now, retcon, it's twice. You've been bitten twice by Strahd. Yeah, you've somehow he charmed his way into our house. And he's happened to feast on you a little. You had bite marks on your wrist, bite marks on your nape of your neck.
Oh. I don't like this.
You losing your memory wasn't so bad after all.
Well, perhaps we should do what my father said and leave.
You can't
Then
leave. Only the
why not?
Vistani can leave of free will. Other than that, the mists are going to choke you. And you'll die in the mists.
So we talked to the Sonic.
Does seem to be our only option.
Don't trust the Vistani. They've caused a whole bunch of grief to all newcomers here.
This seemed pretty cool to me.
Though a few tips for since you're back in Barovia and my dear sister cannot remember the things. Do not harm a raven, for that will probably cause you ill will. Very much misfortune if you happen to cause them. Try to stick amongst the paths because you will get probably lost very easily, and there is unknown horrors beyond the path if you're traveling between towns. And do not I would suggest strongly never to go towards Castle Ravenloft. You'll have to walk by a route that you'll have to a left and a right. Don't go right when you have the to Ravenloft, because I'm pretty sure Ireena will never leave that place when she enters.
I have no plan on going there.
Father would be quite pleased if you happen to figure another way out of Barovia again. But I am worn. I'm exhausted from the last year and a half. And keeping this town above the water surface is not an easy task. You could see a lot of gray in his hair. Though I'll show you his image of Ismark. So if I find him.
He's not much older than Ireena, is he?
No, but I'm gonna say I'm alternating his image a little bit because normally he's like that, but he has a streak of gray through his hair, even more so. It's like almost white, but that's what he looks like.
Mm.
But you can see like more wrinkles on his face, and he has a very rough stubble on his face. He doesn't keep up with the shaving regularly.
Hmm. So I'm also just remembering, out of character, that technically this is the same day we left the death house, so it's been a long day.
Yeah, it's like dinner time right now.
Perhaps we should find a place to stay the night,
Well,
and we can discuss plans. And
Ireena's room might not be enough space for everyone here, but the inn should be fine enough. At least for a night or two. Then I suggest moseying on before Strahd finds out that you're here.
offhand, do you know how much the inn charges for rooms? I'll
Mm,
sort of jingle my empty coin pouch.
I'm just
My
double
coin
checking.
doesn't even jingle.
Have
I
you
have nothing.
it's like just pull out the pockets that are empty. Fly moth comes out.
Yeah, pretty much.
My lord, does the innkeeper have need of a blacksmith or a woodcutter?
I doubt it. The mundane jobs around the town are usually easily taken care of. Also, they don't. Most people here don't really like outsiders.
I got that impression.
Good insight.
But if I've got a review from the Burgermeister, do some labor or some
I still
service,
wouldn't trust you easily.
trust has nothing to do with doing a job. I'm not after their women or their livestock. I'm after a place to sleep and an honest wage to be able to achieve it.
Well, tell you what. Here's some money for some robes. He grabs like, gives you like, I think 2 gold pieces. I think that will be enough to cover. What, 2 rooms for you guys?
We'll make it work.
3. How many rooms did you want? I don't think even though there's plenty of space in that place, because they don't get much guests. But they do get guests. So hopefully 2 gold's enough. If you need more, I suppose I can parse with it more. But I also have to pay people to keep this town going forward, so.
Sir, you seem to be a man with money.
Not much.
I bring forth the ring to him. In its form, I get poor reception. If I got a fair compence for its worth, at least the coin might sway.
I'm not a man of fineries, but how much would you want for this?
Well, I know it to be roughly 25 gold worth. But if I receive 20 gold worth, we both make out. Is that not so?
I don't have 20 gold exactly, but he goes in. You hear quite a bit of coin. But I gotta make sure I have the currency change here. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. So he comes up with, how about 40 Electrum?
Oh God, Electrum.
It's still serviceable.
Who
It
in their
is
right
used in your
mind
land, is it
pays
not?
with Electrum?
I
Why
knew it
would you
was gonna-
do this, Dick? This is the most horrifying part of Curse of Strahd. Leave Electrum here? What is wrong with these people?
Yeah, no, it is. It's in the module.
That's terrible.
It was like, do I want to do this?
So
Do I not
bad.
want to do this? Oh, but
Oh,
I am
no.
Yes. It's Electrum.
Everything about the gold piece system works great, right? Like 1 platinum is 10 gold, 1 gold is 10 silver, 1 silver is 10 copper. It's a base 10 system. It's great. And then suddenly, what's it? Freaking Electrum shows up, and it's like a nickel.
It is a nickel. It's like a penny, a dime. No. Yeah.
Why
it's
is this here?
50-cent
no,
piece, right?
So it's a penny. No. It's not even a nickel. It's a 50-cent coin.
Yeah, but like it's so
'Cause
weird.
you have
Right in the middle of the system.
A
to have
penny, a
something
dime,
that-
a dollar, and then you got a 50-cent piece. That's what you got.
Ah! Why? I hate Electrum.
I know you do. And I was like,
And I
did
had a
I
game
want
that I
this? Is this the reaction that I was kind of hoping when I said this? Like,
I had a
Electrum.
game that I ran, and I had a museum that they went through, and there was a display with a pile of Electrum that said it was a worthless, outdated currency.
Until you actually realize what Electrum actually is.
But in the real world, it's probably fine, right? If it's a real thing, great. But like in the D&D currency system, it makes no goddamn sense.
No.
I agree.
Um,
Electrum is the silver gold combination.
and as you like, Gruff, as he like hands you the thing, and you look inside, and you see on the face of these coins is a very familiar face, that of Strahd.
Of course, that monster would use Electrum.
Gold is not as a common thing in this place. The town mainly runs on Electrum. It is an odd currency, but it mainly runs on Electrum.
Well, I suppose if it pays the bills.
Lady Ireena.
Yes.
I give you 4 Electrum. I give Moonbeam 4 Electrum. And I feel brilliant. I give each of you 4 Electrum, I guess.
Oh, cool. I have a little bit of pocket change. Thanks, Gruff.
So everyone has 4 Electrum, so that's like, so you've lost 16
16.
Electrum.
So for now, we have some coin to work with.
Yeah.
And I tucked the pouch in my pants so it's not right there for anyone to grab.
Using Electrum is going to make you less so of a stranger in Barovia than if you were to use gold. Because gold is definitely more of a desired thing, while Electrum is the standard currency.
Basically worthless. Got it. That's out of character still. I don't think Evan cares that much.
No, but I got a priceless reaction out of you, Rob.
It was that day Rob decided that Strahd needed to die.
Took you that long, did it?
Let's see.
He's a monster. Use an Electrum.
That's the last straw. Undead, who cares? But Electrum? Alright, let's see. I was going to ask, just changing topics a little bit.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm just curious if he knows anything different about Mad Mary than what we got from the general store guy.
He tells you pretty much the same general thing.
Okay.
Nothing really new.
Has anyone tried speaking with her?
But he gives you an exact day. It happened 2 days after father
Arena's
died.
disappearance?
So it was like 5 days ago.
Okay. Has anyone tried speaking with her?
She wants, last time I talked to her, she wants us to go and rescue Gertruda from Strahd. We don't even know if Gertruda just went with Strahd. There is no proof. But that's...
It's the game as it sits.
That's as far as I could tell you why. But Gertrude tries to plead with us to go rescue her from Strahd. We've already done our escapade towards Strahd. We don't want any more of it. Ireena being here probably hurts a lot of people. I am glad to see you alive and well, Ireena, but I am very disappointed and saddened that you are back.
I would leave if I could.
I understand. I do not hate you for it. I wish your well-being. And please tread carefully and do not get in the grasp of Strahd. Run
I'll do
if
my
you
best.
have to. But
What was that?
run if you have to. But Strahd is not someone to be conquered or defeated easily. The lands of Barovia, if you were to remember, is a dangerous place. Try to stick to the roads. Try to stick to open fields. Do not wander into the forest.
Well, I suppose that's good advice.
I was hoping to go into a forest.
Well, shall we go and see if we can get quarters?
I suppose.
Sleep well.
I am quite tired.
It's been a long day.
I think Rena is itchy to level up completely.
There's that, but it has been a long
Yeah.
day.
I imagine most of you guys were itching to level up. I don't get new spell slots. I don't give a crap.
All right.
You're not the only one.
All right.
High
So you
five.
get
I still need to find spell components.
right. You guys head back up. You hear the wailing once again from Madberry.
Pause out front and look that way for a moment, and then think maybe later.
Hang on. Let me do something real quick. Oh, I gotta zoom out probably. Let's get that. There you go. There you go. Look that way. There you go. Look that way.
There we go. Immersion.
And then you're off back heading that way. All right. You guys enter once again to the not so lively end, but you see these three brightly colored and giddy and chatty when you seem to be Vistani characters chatting away, and they just like peered in to see what she was like, and they whispered back to amongst themselves. It's like, but the barkeep is just, and you see like maybe one or two people kind of hushed and keeping to themselves, eating some food, but and the bartender's just cleaning glasses. What you guys do?
I walk forward. How much is some of your porridge? Looking at what they're eating.
What you're seeing in this meal? Their meal is just a simple copper. For their meal.
I lay down an electrum. And
More for everyone behind you.
one for everyone behind me and myself.
Okay. They come with, they give you some, like, small meals. And everyone gets a glass of wine. Small glass of wine. So there you guys go.
Trying to think. One
Do I get
electrum is
change?
5 silver is 50 copper.
As I said, do I get change?
Goes back and gives you, let's see here. That would be
45 copper.
Oh no, he's paid for more than that.
I thought it was one meal per person.
Yeah, but he also gave wine, so he's gonna be less than that. They give you back 20 copper.
I'd like to talk to the Vistani if I can.
You gonna wander over there and talk to them?
Yep.
All right. You see these three
Hey.
ladies just it's like they look over you. It's like, yes. How can I help you?
Oh, dude. It's like, I'm trying to find a way out of town, and I hear that you, like, can do that.
All three of them start laughing. Well, there is a way, but you'd have to. We can't make it, but there is a potion that allows you to travel through the forest. You'll have to go to our Vistani brethren in another town to get it, though. Valakai has a good source of it. There's also there may be the ladies at the Sayers Pool encampment, but you look like your party's new in town.
Well, like, they are, but I've been here before. I managed to, like, get out before,
Oh,
and, like,
so the potion did work, huh?
yeah, I'm pretty good at making potions, too. Like, I can, like, blend stuff and make a really cool potion.
Well, I would talk to. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? God dang it. Can't remember off the top of my head. What's Oh yeah, there it is. Well, when you go to Valakai to get these potions, you should definitely swing by the Seer Pool encampment, where our dear Madam Ava is there, and to get your party's fortunes read. I know things are quite interesting what they foretold, what Madam Ava told us, because they've all come true, and everyone's curious about their own fortunes. We've had ours read, and everything's of ours has come true as well. We have to talk to Madam Ava.
That's cool and all, but it's, like, mine's, like, super tight right now, so
Oh, she'll do it for free. She loves peering into people's future.
far out.
Yeah. Do you guys need a room for the night?
Yeah, that'd be, like, super cool if we could get a room for the night. That's awesome.
Well, it will cost you some money.
How much do you need?
How many rooms do you guys want?
I think 2 rooms would be great. That'd be, like, super chill.
Well, we'll say 2 Electrum for the night.
Oh, I got that, yeah.
Electrum per room for the night.
Yeah, I can pay that, no problem.
Wonderful.
And like that Madam Ava lady, if she's, like, around, and I could, like, get to meet her.
She's basically set up a permanent residence at the Seer Pool encampment, and it's spelled TSER. Just so you guys know if you're writing notes, TSER Pool encampment, as in like a lake or pool encampment. So.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Oh, it's a lovely little encampment. We have a lot of our Vistani brothers and sisters there. It's a wonderful place. Whenever we head out to Valakai, we have to swing by there. We have
That
to see
sounds
our mother,
cool.
Madame Eva.
Sounds like really cool.
Oh, it says that. It has been heard that Madame Ava's even lived longer than Strahd. And Strahd's been around for 800 years or so, or as they say. I don't know. I've never been
Whoa.
alive that long.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Far
Madame
out.
Ava is... If you want who's in charge of most of the people of the Vistani, it'd be Madame Ava, but she's not in charge of us. We do our own thing. But she
Yeah,
is...
right.
But she is... we like Madame Ava.
Yeah, she sounds really cool. I can't wait to meet her.
Oh, I bet she would have a blast meeting all of you. If only I was a fly on the wall when you got your readings, it would be super interesting.
Yeah, I can't turn into a fly just yet, but I'm working on it.
Turn into a fly? Are you some type of shapeshifter?
I'm like a druid, and I can like change shape.
Are you of Yestler Hill?
Oh no, man, they're like no good. You know, they like they don't do the thing like that anymore. It's like that's why I kind of left that.
And survived. That's a pretty impressive little one.
Yeah. I think they were kind of interested to like get rid of me, but yeah, I don't know. It's just
We
like,
must have some luck with you.
oh yeah.
Do I overhear this?
Oh, yeah, they're not talking quietly.
I walk over and lay my hand upon Moonbeam's shoulder.
Well, hello there, tall one. And who are
I
you?
nod to him. Moonbeam, you and I have got to have a little talk.
Your name is Moonbeam. Well, pleasure.
Yeah, like I hope we like see each other again soon, because yeah, I can't wait to meet Hannah Mava.
Oh, Madam Ava, will enjoy all of you.
Come on, my
Did
friend.
you guys
let's
want
get
rooms
back
or
to-
not?
Oh yeah, I totally hand over the money to pay for him.
The one you were talking to hands over 2 keys.
Hey, we got rooms for the night.
Excellent. Let's get the group together and get encamped.
I did actually want to talk to Ireena briefly during that conversation there.
Okay, since they're talking away,
Yeah.
go for it.
Kind of quietly across the table. I was going to say, is there any other names you might answer to? I get the sense that maybe using your name openly may not serve you well in this place.
That's a good thought. I don't know.
Rena. Oh, actually, no. What was the character's name that you originally had as the character? Before I change it back to Ireena?
I don't
Damn.
remember. I could
Great.
use there was for lack of better word, a schoolmate. Bless you, I think.
If you're hearing coughing, it's for my dog.
That is
That
what
was
it
your
sounded
dog?
like.
Yeah.
No, bless your dog. Poor thing.
No, let him
Oh.
burn in hell.
But I had a study mate in school. Her name was Taryn. I can go by that.
Darren, huh? Well, we can try that for now.
Sorry, I drank something and it went down the wrong pipe.
This wine does seem pretty strong.
Actually, the wine is pretty weak. It's not watered down. It's just pretty weak.
Oh, then that's what I meant to say.
It's strong when it's going down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, it's a little too dense of a aerosol when it's going down the wrong pipe. It should be more of like a gas form and not a liquid bait form.
Yes. Exactly.
Sorry, how would you spell the name we're calling you now?
Taryn. Taryn.
All right.
E or K?
T is in Tom.
Thank you. Okay.
She's tearing it up.
Yep. She's a Terran on this world.
But maybe I can do my hair different and
Keep your hood
maybe
up anyhow.
I mean, people do seem to recognize you here.
myself a bit.
If there's something we can do to perhaps hide your appearance, that may not be a bad idea.
Well, I can maybe do my hair around my face more to hide my face. Oh man.
Dwarven braids.
Across the chin.
Find some hair dye would not be the worst idea.
To do dwarven braids?
And dye your hair? Yeah.
So I didn't hear the dye hair. It cut off.
Well,
Yeah, it's just
dyeing
dyeing
your
your hair.
hair in dwarven braid to change your appearance.
Well, I wouldn't be able to go out and get something that could color my hair. One of you will have to do that.
Or our good doctor might have a way to create a dye.
I don't know what kind of doctor you think I am, but I didn't study how to make color.
Doctor of cosmetology.
Nick, do I know how to make dyes?
I don't think so. I don't think you would.
I mean, I wouldn't think so either, but it's funny, so I'm gonna roll a medicine check. Not really.
No. Maybe if
I
you
thought
had
maybe
that
if it
20.
was like, I thought I was gonna say if it was stupidly high, then yes. Like, no, what kind of doctor do you think I am? But yes, I know how to make dyes. It just has nothing to do with doctor stuff.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
That type of random stuff I'm fine with. Like, does my character would know? Well, yeah, because knowledge in D&D is kind of like a meta sense, not so much like.
Oftentimes, yeah. Like Rob knows
We
nothing about doctor stuff.
Actually, as a doctor, well, not as a doctor, but our doctor being roguishly familiar.
I don't like your implication, but go on.
I know onion would turn the hair yellow. I know.
She has red hair to begin with, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, purple cabbage, turn it bluer, make it a little more.
Well, we'll keep our eyes out, and if we can find some vegetables, we can rub them in her hair.
Yep.
Can I do like a nature check to see if I know what I'm doing?
You for like dyeing the hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Copycat.
Interesting. Could I do an insight check on this, being that she was at a school with girls and maybe they did cosmetology stuff, like teenagers would
That I'm going
do?
to say no.
You don't think at the Temple of the Morning Lord they were playing with dice?
No.
Well,
I've got one last thought.
You grew up in a. Uh, your knowledge is very gray right now. You don't have
my
any.
knowledge is very great, but I have knowledge from the last year and a half being in the school, learning to be a cleric at
Yeah, they
the
weren't
at the
worried
Church of
about.
the Morning Lord.
Yeah, they weren't necessarily worried about like making yourself prim and proper in the sense of
Oh,
like
this is not the school was teaching us. This is stuff the girls got together and did on off hours.
Being troublemaking youngsters that they were.
Oh yeah,
You
totally.
know, learning to use a little bit of, berries to color their lips and flushing their cheeks and things like that. Just and
Just give me a straight knowledge intelligence check because I don't think there's really anything particular I can
On
attach that to.
13.
Also, that's showing for with
intelligence
nature.
check. Oh God, that's the hardest one. Okay, this is not going to work, but it's worth a try. Yeah, no.
There's your answer.
I was really hoping for a 13.
I know, right?
Okay, I've
Well, the
got
thing
the
is,
answer.
okay, so it's if you notice that the case was like, if she rolled a 13, she rolled the best out of everyone.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
I've got the answer for coloring her hair, and she's gonna love me for it.
We're not peeing in her hair.
No, I was thinking shaving.
See? No, I'm a blacksmith. Grease.
Grease.
Darken her hair. Take away the red.
So would ashes. Charcoal.
Ash and
Charcoal.
grease. There you go.
Not grease, though. Ash.
Charcoal, particularly.
Yep.
Grease, make it flammable.
Yeah.
I'm a
I would
blacksmith.
become
What
a-
do you want?
Should be a
become a
fire redhead
human
at that point.
I'd become a human torch, and that's not. No, thank you.
Not quite Morning Lord.
No. And
All right.
so we get our rooms.
Yep.
Is there a fireplace in the room?
No, there is not.
No, that's a bummer. Okay.
They're quite simple rooms. The fireplace is only downstairs.
I'm also curious what the plan is for splitting up these rooms. Because most of us don't really trust each other that close yet.
I don't care. I just want to sleep.
I kind of thought Ireena might just stay at her in her old room. And the guys would split the two. But...
Well, originally thought about that, but wasn't feeling all that welcome by your brother. So,
fair enough.
Nor was I feeling that her safety was assured there.
yeah, considering Strahd has come to that house twice and bit her. No.
Fair.
So she is taking the room farthest away from the stairs, and she's taking the bed farthest away from the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to be in that room with her.
There is 2 beds in each room. So.
And who's coming in with us?
I mean, I can take the other one with Maverick. I've at least known him for a while.
The 2 rooms are side by side, so.
Yeah. So that leaves Moonbeam.
How long can I wild shape for?
It's what's a? I thought it was like an
I
hour.
don't remember. It's like it's basically like an hour, but I think it's like an hour for each druid level or something like that.
Right. And he's level 3, so it's 3 hours.
I think. I could be wrong. I haven't looked it up in a while.
Well, I
Let's
say
look it up real quick.
Moonbeam. You take the other bed. I'll sleep next to the
Oh,
door.
it's number of hours equal to half your druid level.
Okay, so he's only right now. It's
Rounded down.
so he's only still able to do an hour right now.
Well, there goes that plan.
Soon 2 hours.
Well, as I said, you take the bed next to Ireena or Karen,
Karen.
and I'll sleep at the door.
Okay.
Because these beds are small.
I wanted to wild shape it to a Daryl while sleep on the floor, but that wasn't.
You'd wake up a halfling again.
Yeah, that wasn't a solid plan.
So that's why I'm sleeping at the door. And you two call me by name before you come near me. As I pull out the sword and wrap myself up and sleep with it next to me.
I don't think she's gonna wake up the entire night. So
I don't think I am either, but because of the trouble, he's going to try and sleep light.
Okay. You guys,
Maverick, do you have a preference for which bed you'd like?
No.
Just funny, because out of character. We both know.
yeah, out of character. Yeah, we know that Maverick's deal.
Yep.
yeah. Well, I'm learning more and more about it, but he doesn't sleep or eat. That's out of character, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how have you been, Maverick? Been a wild couple of days.
Yes. Certainly interesting things have happened.
You came from Barovia, right?
Yes. I don't remember where, but it was in uh, some science place.
Well, I don't know that it was this town then.
No, I'm not sure if I've been here before.
Nothing seems familiar yet then.
No, but everything is a haze a bit. I left in a bit of a hurry. What is your take on these events?
Well, this place is a lot worse than I expected. I don't really know what I expected.
That I understand. Everything seems normal to me, but I'm not really one to go for normal.
Well, I'll tell you, at least the number of dead in this town isn't normal.
I
I went
see.
I went 40 years, never saw undead, and then in the death house alone, or the Durst house, that's what I would refer to it as. We saw how many ghosts? Ghouls? Now we find out there's a vampire in charge of these lands. And half the buildings are boarded up to hold zombies in them.
And what is your take on these undead?
I'm not sure. I'm curious what the source is.
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in looting the houses, but there's a lot of information you can find by taking a look at someone, even a dead person.
Mm. But why are all these ghouls so aggressive?
It's a great question. I mean, to be fair,
Perhaps we can help them.
if it were that easy. The only other time I saw undead, before entering Barovia, they mercilessly slaughtered a number of innocents, even children. It's like they have no mind or no soul, no reason. They don't think or feel.
I see.
There was a way to help them, but I don't know that there is.
I see. Perhaps with your medical expertise, maybe. I'm not sure how magical or not they
Mundane would be the term you probably would want to use.
Maybe in
are. I
the
mean, I would
morning.
probably want to use that, but Maverick's it's like I speak English weird.
That's fair. That's fair.
Perhaps in the morning, we might speak to a Terran. She seems to have some sort of affinity for dealing with undead. Perhaps she has information or training.
Yes. We should do that in the morning, then.
All right, well. Good night, Maverick. Sleep well.
Yes, I will sleep very well tonight. Thank you. I hope you do as well.
Anything going on in the other room with Ireena, Gruff, and Moonbeam?
Taryn is now going to sleep.
Okay. She's just like, are you getting out of your armor, or are you gonna try to sleep in your armor?
It's not too bad to sleep in chain. I've done that before. But of course not with her shield.
Okay.
So it's just the stuff will be next to her or, nearby within reach.
Of course, of course.
I will just go to sleep if there's nothing to do.
Everyone's just gonna pass out.
You don't even want to chat with each other? Weird.
She's too tired. She's taken in a lot.
That is true. It's been a long day.
This
It's
is
been a long
trauma
day.
town for her.
A lot. Yeah, she's kind of traumatized from everything that's been happening. So she just wants to
Like, opening the letter to getting yelled
burying
at by her
father. She had to bury her father. She met her brother. She found out she's been bitten twice by a vampire. This town people hate her. Yeah, and she's not. There's not a whole lot that she wants to talk about at this point.
Do I know the general direction to go find Madame Ava?
You do not, but from the ladies of the end, they said it was on the way to Valakai. You can swing by this seer pool.
I'll probably bring that up in the morning.
Is there a window in the room?
Oh yeah, there's a window in the room.
How is it sealed?
Seems sealed pretty. That's a simple latch.
Is there a way to secure that simple latch?
Well, no. But you can bar the window shut if you wanted to.
Probably an idea.
Basically, drop a stick behind the opening.
Basically do that and show Ireena that I'm locking it. That appears to be as secure as I can make it. Do you have any other ideas?
No.
Which way does the door open into the room?
It opens into the room.
Okay, good. Is there a footlocker type thing at the base of the beds?
A small one. On each one.
When you say a small one, how would it fit in the doorway?
It would be able to pass through the doorway.
I figured that, but if I were to door in such a way that it might hit it against the bed, keeping it from flying wide
Nope.
open.
There's too much distance between the two.
And if I put the lockers end to end,
Yep.
still no go?
Nope. No go.
Okay. And I put one footlocker against the door and me against the footlocker.
Okay.
And cloak gets a pillow and go to sleep.
Okay. You guys get a decent rest of sleep. Most of you are kind of restless in your sleep.
Hey, long rest.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo, I got a few hit points back. Let's see what you guys are so worried about.
I have my spell slots back.
I know. I'm just joking.
But I will never used.
Ireena.
Got spell slots, got new spells.
Ireena, you're in your
Yeah.
dream state.
Oh.
You have this weird state that you're at a wedding. Not just any wedding. Your wedding. Your hair is brightly red. And a white gown. You're smiling. As you're turning towards someone, you can't make out their face. But the attire looks familiar, but yet different. And you're excited for this day. And then you wake up.
Oh God.
Do I have a feeling like, oh crap, he knows I'm here?
No, that was a weird dream because you felt warmed and it was a kind of a happy dream to you for some odd reason. You don't know why. But you have no recollection of like who this person's supposed to be. But they kind of seem, so you would think they have, you have a sensation of that they're familiar, but you can't place it. Not even at the slightest. And you're understanding that you've never been married.
Interesting. I do my morning ritual to the Morning Lord.
That, and you do.
Trying to get a little grounding.
Morning, Maverick. Sleep well?
Yes. I slept like a baby. I assume you slept similarly.
Bit old to be a baby, but it'll do.
Yes, I am also not young. I have lived many years on this earth or planet, wherever we are.
I don't know if I ever asked, how old are you, Maverick?
I am many years old.
So just
What
as
year is it?
for your information, Kian, you have information from like several hundred years, like two to maybe 150 to 300 years, but it's like
Wow.
so sporadic and like very sparse. You don't have like pieces put together. You're
Yeah, I mean,
and
like, there's certain like information I have, but like, my entire life is still only about 2 years.
Well, when he says many years, I was just going to take it as, oh, that's right, you are at least partially elf. I suppose maybe you lose track after a while, huh?
that's good enough
Yes,
response. Yeah.
you know, it all jumbles together over time.
That's rough. It's hard keeping track of my own life, and it's only been... Never mind, it's not important.
That's where Rob decided not to age his character. Yeah.
Not exactly. I know he's up there, but
You haven't figured out how old you want him to
yeah,
be.
it's not important. I suppose we better,
I don't know if Ireena or Gruff would be the youngest one. I think Ireena's going to be the youngest person in the party.
She's 21.
Yeah.
Are we talking
Yeah, that
about
would be
years
you.
alive, or
Well, you're technically a year and a half old.
yeah?
I understand that for your newest
That's
rendition
her
of your life.
memory, but her body is 21 years.
Ireena is 21 years, yes.
Yeah, even though I have like maybe some memories of like the past life or whatever, it's pretty much just an entirely new life, you know.
Yeah. Your new life is only a year and a half old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moonbeam's probably up there in like 40s or 50s.
Things tend to live pretty long too, so.
And then Gruff is probably standard age rate. I don't know
Probably
exactly.
somewhere around 30.
Okay.
Having the family and then all that happened there.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys wake up.
Thank you, Gruff and Moonbeam, for keeping an eye on me.
Gotta take care of the kids around here. You know how it is. And you're as much a kid as we've got.
I don't know if Ireena would take that as insulting or not.
She rolled her eyes.
Okay.
Well, guess we can head down and eat and figure out what we're going to do.
Sounds like the idea. Put the foot locker back where it belongs.
Okay.
Get myself together and shave and well, actually, I don't even need to shave. Never mind.
Oh man, I kind of wish Ireena was familiar with if Rena was familiar with season 1 of Critical Role, because there's this time that Grog gets
Are you talking about Grog and his beard?
yes,
Yes, I am familiar with it. It's hilarious.
especially when he's trying to like look growing his hair.
I just remember the session where they found the belt that was doing that, and they listed off the positive effects it had, and also it grows a beard. Then everybody wanted it for the beard growing. Like even the ladies wanted it. What
Yep.
a time! What a time!
The belt of dwarven kind, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys head downstairs. You find the ladies there once again, enjoying their meals, and noticing it's like they just like wave at you guys, just like hi.
Like, hi there. Good to see you.
You look like you slept well.
Oh yeah, that like the rooms were like super comfortable and like not scary at all.
Why would they be scary?
Uh, like this little town is like scary.
Nah.
New town, new digs. It's always unsettling.
Yeah, then there's like the Walking Dead. Yeah, that's like pretty scary.
They're all boarded up. It's fine. It's not like we need the houses anyway.
I'm just trying to find a table in a corner where I can stick my back to the corner.
Okay. You find one. There's no one's taking any tables. Except for the
I heard
three ladies sitting there.
Yeah, I hear there's
talking.
like cool stuff in the houses.
Oh, sorry. It's the people that used to live there, but till we get our population back up, the houses are just gonna stay abandoned for now.
You don't worry about like the things in there like breaking out.
Ismark did a good, decent job to secure them. Long as we don't agitate the houses, I think it will be fine. Besides, we can board up our place if need be. They go rampant, we could survive a few days if they decide to go out and about.
You can survive a few days, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean you have rations? Perhaps for sale?
Rations for sale. Not necessarily preserved and ready to go. No. Because we have our wines and we have our cooked food for the day. We have our waters and what we need, but we don't necessarily have travel rations here. You would have to get that from the general store.
Hmm.
You
Intriguing.
wouldn't happen to have like mistletoe on you, would you?
Yeah. I don't know why. Why would you need some mistletoe? Mistletoe, you find someone that you want to kiss.
Yeah, I just like the way it smells and stuff.
It's a sharp little leaf. Oh, I don't know why you need things like that.
Yeah, I just
Well,
like
can't
want
help you
one.
there. You hear her turn to her other companion, other ones, and this is like, other the other ladies that are sitting at the table. I'm just trying to look up their names at the exact same time, so it's kind of throwing me off in speaking patterns. Mirabelle, Sorvia, do you guys know where the mistletoe may be? Because, as far as I know, it's not a common thing around here. It needs a lot more sun than what we get, doesn't it? I don't know. Plants are not my forte.
No, but travel seems to be. And on what you're traveling for, you might come across little goodies here and there. Could I get you ladies to go to the general store and perhaps buy some travel rations for us? You need not say that it's for us. If you get some travel rations, we would pay you for them.
Oh, is Buildrath overpricing the newbies again? Oh, he's really trying to just get all of the money out of the newcomers as soon as they arrive.
That's true, 'tis true. So if we do an end around, he will be none the wiser or grumpy about it, but he might have enough funds to be able to pay for other goodies here and there.
They talk amongst themselves for a second. So, knowing how much Bismarck, Buildrath, um, mocks them up. How about we only charge you double for what you want instead of 10 times the amount?
I suppose double will have to do. But if we're doing double, then please, that lock of mistletoe lock. Yeah. That bit of mistletoe as well, please.
So, what's... you see one of them pull out a piece of paper. It's like, what is the list of things that you wanted?
Travel rations.
How many?
Well, there's... I've got 20 Electrum. So,
Electrum. Let's see, 20 Electrum. That's technically 10 gold's worth.
correct. And with that, I'd also like that mistletoe.
You want what? You want mistletoe, and you want sprig of mistletoe.
And a little bit of spruce.
I don't. Well, spruce is. You're probably gonna go walk to the forest and get a little bit of spruce from there. I expect them to be evergreens anyway.
And a small straight piece of iron.
Small straight piece of iron, huh?
If you happen to see some sumac or some yew or anything like that, I would really love to.
I do not even know what most of this stuff is, child.
No,
How
they're
does a
like
kid know all this stuff?
they're like leaves from trees and stuff.
Yeah, no, you're only
we
gonna
will
probably get
stick-
the sprig of mistletoe because I don't even know what that is. I barely know what sprig of mistletoe is.
We will stick with mistletoe and the rations if you're able to get a piece of iron, like a needle. Is that what you're after?
Small straight piece of iron. So, like, really use like it need be. I could probably like use your sword. Or something.
Small.
Yeah. Well, like a dagger size.
I was
Just-
thinking like that if you find an actual needle of iron.
Yeah, just a small piece of iron.
A nail might do it.
Yeah, nail.
A couple of nails, mistletoe, and rations, please.
You still haven't answered my initial question on it. How many rations?
Oh my. Silver ration, 5. So, 5 rations, a gold. That'd be 50 minus
The curse of Strahd was math
mistletoe
all
and the
along.
iron. So
So
If we're able to
basically,
get-
think a ration is gonna cost you an electrum piece. I think. Wait, no. Actually,
Oh.
yeah. Each ration is an electrum piece, because it's 5 silver. But she's charging you
That's
double, so it's gonna
10
cost you 2.
10 silver. 5 silver, 10 silver is 1. 10 silver is a gold. Shit, yeah.
You have 20 electrum. Each
Yeah,
ration is going to cost you 2 electrum.
Mm-hmm.
And then a sprig of mistletoe is going to cost you 4 electrum.
Well, then that's 16, meaning 8.
Math, the least fun part of D&D.
I guess that puts us at about 8 rations and a sprig of mistletoe.
8 rations and a sprig of mistletoe. Okay. She grabs the 20.
Yeah.
Oh, are you taking all of our electrum?
Well, he's already given you all 4 pieces each, everyone else.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering where he's getting the 20 electrum from.
The 20 is the rest that he had. Because he got 40 from... Remember, he grabbed 40.
Oh, right, okay. I forgot.
So, the 20 electrum.
Oh. That leaves me 4 electrum in my pocket.
Alright, so 8 rations. And a sprig of mistletoe. Alright.
Yay.
Did you just
Mirabelle?
Uber Eats Barovia?
Right.
Any way we go about it,
Right.
Yeah, eventually I have to get like a component patch, but that mistletoe will make things easier.
You gotta make money somehow, ladies. Alright, fine. You go do it. Lincoln, don't take too long. Of course not. And you see her, like, jingling out of the thing. She's gone for, like...
Ladies. Oh, I talked to the other 2 ladies.
They're sipping their morning wine.
Mm-hmm. Do you have money-making jobs that we could do for you? Mucking out the stalls, chopping wood for the fires, other...
Wow. We have other Barovians doing chores around Barovia for us, for obviously them to make their living. And they seem a little bit more dire than you guys. So I would rather keep in good nature with the Barovians here.
Arguing... I'm not trying to step on anyone else's job. I'm merely saying that we're available for even the less
You know what?
appreciated job.
That's understandable, but though I would say Ismark would be the one that has those jobs to hand out a little bit more than us tavern and keepers here.
You are tavern keepers, and you never know when special little jobs might appear.
That's for sure.
It is
But
marked,
you should
not
do
me.
us a favor in the sense of when you head out of Barovia, you should definitely go visit Madame Ava.
We will do as we can do, and that should be along the way.
Very much so. If you're going to go anywhere else in Barovia, you have the easiest chance of like swinging by Madame Ava's seer encampment.
And I do appreciate that you'd like us to meet your clan leader, or figurehead, if you will. I'm trying to make the funds such that I can give an appreciation to your clan leader when we arrive. It would be
Sadly, the only real way that we can get most monetary systems in here is either through the unfortunate souls that make it into Barovia, like yourself, or there happens to be some monetary gain from someone's doing ill will for Strahd.
well. You're talking money. I'm talking barter.
Barter? Well, that's one way to make a living. There is, far as we know, there is nothing off the top of our heads that we would need right now. Though, sister, didn't you? There was an interesting thing. Besides Mad Mary going crazy for the last week. Hearing some howling from the church. Oh yes, that was interesting. But I do not feel like the church. I'm curious what's happening there. Me too, but I was like, nah. But don't worry. Old Donovich is definitely like pretty sad since his son died. But that was about a year and a half ago.
Tell me, ladies. You say there's howling.
It's
Yet you
something I
don't say
can't.
what kind.
It seemed. Can't. No, it's not. If you're thinking werewolves, it's definitely not that. No. It's more like some type of yell or something. I don't know. I could not define it. But I was not. It only happens at night when the town is generally on the quiet side. At least that's when it's audible and Mad Mary has gone to sleep.
When her wailing ends, the howling begins, is what you're telling me.
No. You can hear it when she's in. But don't stay. Oh. Ever since a year and a half ago, we tend to see some ghosts wandering through town. It's been quite a bit, but that's usually at midnight that happens. But that is just been ritual. We see some of our brethren in there, but they
You say
have
your
been
brethren.
Well,
You mean...
no, they're not brethren. Other Barovians.
Ah.
And they're just wandering. They wander out of town. I don't know where they go. But the next night, we see them again leaving town. And it's been happening for a while, but it's nothing. They don't harm anyone.
Maybe. Yes, but are they harmed themselves?
The ghosts? I don't know what they do.
I don't know about the ghosts, but I was talking about your fellow Barovians that were leaving at night.
Oh, that's the ghosts.
Oh, one and the same, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I do wonder. You offer rituals to them.
I tend to stay away from them, honestly.
Don't try to offer them comfort and peace.
Why would I worry about them? I'm more worried about ourselves. They don't do anything. It's not, far as we know, it's Donovan's job to deal with them.
Yet Donovan doesn't seem to be in a position to help himself, let alone others. Is that not so?
He's not gotten over of his. It's been 1.5 years since his son's died, so I'm surprised he's still wallowing over it. It does take time to heal, but one would hope you'd be a little bit more operable now. Though he was operable for a little bit until probably a little over a week ago.
What happened a week ago?
I don't know.
Anything
He just seemed very distraught.
Did someone or something enter the town a week ago? Or leave the town?
Well, there's Gertruda left 5 days ago.
What's Gertruda?
Gertruda's
That's
grandmother's
Mary's daughter.
Right. On track. Okay. Yet, within that time frame, both Mad Mary and Father Donovan
Donovich
have run into sour tidings.
Oh, Donovich had sour tidings ever since 1.5 years ago.
Yes, but it got worse 5 nights ago or a week ago.
1.5 weeks ago-ish, maybe a little longer. I am not 100% sure. We thought he was doing better, but now he's gone sour again. And with the arrival of Ireena, that seems even more of a distraught situation for him.
Indeed. But that was only made clear to him yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm busy trying to dance my way through the current music and see where the sounds are off.
Now that you've arrived, things have definitely stood up, and I'm curious how things go. So please.
The sooner we leave, the better. Is that what I'm understanding?
Well, the sooner you get to go see Madame Ava, the better.
For you. For you.
No, for you.
So, if you were to add bonus rations, we could be quicker on our way.
When my sister comes back, you'll have your rations.
I said bonus rations. Like a fresh meal or two apiece for us to leave off from your...
We have to make money too, darling.
Oh, no. You're still making money. And you still are making the above profit. Just not quite as much. And we're on our way. Thus, leaving you to a more peaceable land without the Lady Ireena within.
I don't know if it's going to be peaceful with or without Ireena.
Oh, we both know that the longer she stays here, the more happenstance might happen.
That's
Persuasion.
You're gonna try to persuade. Okay.
Uh-huh. Is anyone going to assist?
I don't actually know what's been going on.
It's apparently you, just you.
It's looking that way.
Well, 7.
Wow.
I'm sorry, dearie, but we have to make you enjoy our food. I am pleased for, but I can't make that extra deal for you.
The worst I could do is but try.
Valiant effort, dearie. Valiant effort. And Alinka comes in. It's like, all right. And it's like in a satchel. Well, it's like, here you go. And hands it off. This is...
You would just hand me a satchel and not show me the goods.
Well, you wanted the 8 rations and the sprig of mistletoe. Look for it for yourself. If you're concerned
If you insist. And I open and look within.
You find the 8 rations and the sprig of mistletoe.
Was there any metal in there? Like a needle?
No, there wasn't any metal. Like a needle.
I will ask this
Actually, no,
one boon.
wait. Actually, so you
Nails is what it was.
nails. You didn't give me enough for the nails.
I thought that was part of the deal.
The sprig of mistletoe and the rations came out to what you gave me, 20.
Yeah, I'm happy with the mistletoe.
Well, you guys won't die of starving now.
Mm-hmm. I give out 2 rations apiece to each of us.
Yay.
Who's not getting the rations?
Well, we've got the spare 2 that
Yeah, we're
that
sharing on
Maverick
to
found
this,
along the
Maverick.
way.
Maverick handed it off to someone.
Again.
I thought he kept them.
Did you?
I don't know. I offered them. I don't know if anyone took it.
I don't think anyone took it yet.
Okay, so.
But
Yeah, nobody took it because we were in town and getting food, so we all felt that you would need it. So
So that evens everyone up to 2 rations apiece.
Yep.
Okay.
And the last thought I've got in talking to the ladies... Actually, no. I talked to Moonbeam. Of the stuff that you need, you wouldn't happen to need back guano.
No.
Okay,
I need
well,
leaves, bark, things like that.
right. Well, at least we've got a start here.
Okay, and at that point, I'm gonna call it at that.
I'm sorry, guys, for taking so long on the talk.
That's how it goes sometimes. It's part of the reason that I don't like having to negotiate and barter and like freaking. I don't like that in D&D. It just takes so much time.
Well, I was working what I could to make
Yeah,
what we had stretch.
true. Like I don't think it's not worth doing. It's just that it's an unfortunate part of the game. It's not narratively satisfying in the slightest.
Right.
Haggling is not fun.